This year in July, we are getting an awesome movie called Barbie. I know it's very weird that we're talking about Barbie on my channel. I never knew or never thought that I'd be actually talking about Barbie on my channel because honestly, I never played with Barbies growing up. And if you've ever grew up playing Barbies, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I just never grew up playing with Barbies. But we are talking about the Barbie movie today, and I am a little skeptical about this movie because the trailers itself are showing to us one thing, but I feel like there is something a lot deeper behind it. So what we see in the trailers for Barbie is that it's going to be a movie that seems extravagant, colorful, big, really well made. I mean, just the production value that I see in the trailer seems like this movie is gonna be right here. Like it's gonna be next level, and I would not be surprised if this movie at some point gets nominated for an Oscar. Yeah, a Barbie movie be nominated for an Oscar. But I'll explain that real quickly. I think this movie is hiding its intent, and I think that when people watch this movie, they might understand what I'm saying. So what the trailers are showing to us is a very colorful movie, beautiful, but I feel like this movie is gonna do a 180 and kind of turn itself around in a way that we, the audience, are gonna be very surprised. So much so that we are not going to expect the twist when it comes. And what do I mean by the twist? I feel like Barbie is going to be a whole lot more human than we think she is. I feel like this movie isn't going to just take place in a plastic world, but I feel like it's going to take place in the human world. And what does the human world encompass? Well, we're going to probably see different emotions come from Barbie. She isn't just going to be this flabbergasted, oh my god, that sort of very bubbly personality all the time. We're going to see her have various emotions and a lot of emotional depth into that character, and it's really going to be a sort of analysis to what Barbie is. And the reason why I am bringing this up is mainly because of the person behind this movie, and that is Greta Gerwig. And the reason why I say Greta Gerwig is definitely the reason why this movie is going to have a 180 is because we have to look back at her more previous works. She did Little Women, she did Lady Bird, she even did No Strings Attached, which is a really good movie, and I think all of these instances lead up to me thinking that she isn't going to pull any punches. And those movies all have a sense of realism in them. If you watch a movie like No Strings Attached, it talks about relationships in a very open way, in a way that most people wouldn't be comfortable enough to talk about relationships. No Strings Attached is one of those movies that are very open about it. Now, if we're talking about movies that she has directed, like Lady Bird, which shows also another relationship in a very real way, I feel like she's going to do the same thing with Barbie. And if Mattel actually allowed her to do that, I think this movie is going to be a very human, very in-depth look at Barbie, not only as a doll, but as a human being, and what she has to go through in her life, which, let's be honest, if you're catcalling a woman, it doesn't look good on you. And it's not really where I'd imagine Barbie be going, but I feel like that is the direction that she's going to show. She's going to show Barbie going through these situations, whether it be being catcalled or being put in very uncomfortable positions to which we are going to have to sympathize with what we normally thought was just a doll and see her more human side. And this has all been teased at. I'm not just pulling this out of nowhere. There have been interviews with Greta Gerwig and her idea of transitioning Barbie from this sort of like plastic, bubbly personality to something more real, something more solid. And I feel like this movie is going to bring that, even though it does have these sort of like colorful, bubbly moments in it. And I'm really excited to see this movie. And like I said before, I would not be surprised if this movie gets nominated for an Oscar just on production design alone. And yeah, man, July is very closely approaching, and I'm very excited to see when this movie comes out. And if you are excited as I am to see Barbie, which it's weird as I say it, but yes, if you're excited to see Barbie as much as I am, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. Tell me what you think this movie will be about. Margot Robbie is Barbie. I know, it's incredible, and we're going to get to see Ryan Gosling as well in this movie, the real-life Ken doll. We're going to see this movie coming out in July, and man, tell me what you think. Do you think this movie will be as big a success as I think it will be? And also, while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to have more cool videos like this, that we get to open up discussions and theories about movies and trailers that are currently about to come out. So please, have fun, enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next video.